and welcome back. We finished our first game so early that I don't want this second part of the night to become a gigantic save file a gigantic video file that I have to put up with later on. Great news, Frownie. I returned from my shower, so not only am I no longer a giant salt bomb, but you can make progress again, too. Oh, thank you, Zergling. It was tough. It was tough stalling for all that time while you were away. It was so hard not to make progress. Oh, I almost missed that. No, that was too strong. The air is still. It's so short-lived. Hey, Waz, welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight. Welcome to Jump King. If you saw that pink area that I just fell out of, that's my new PB. That space up there is the highest I've been, and I've been up there a couple times, but I keep losing it. that was a new discovery tonight. That's the promise of progress. Something like progress. No, I'm very good at losing it though. So like it's meaningless. Its meaningness is its meaningfulness is meaningless. That one guy up there in that top room on the left, that one guy up there is such a backseater. Need to get him out of this game quick. Telling me to jump straight up. I'll jump however I want. Jump with your back, not your legs. And do 100 jumping jacks and 100 squats every day to improve your jumping height. I'm very, very fortunate that real-world jumping prowess does not translate into the Jump King world. I don't often come across real-life situations where jumping is required of me. I was wondering what that gap in the roof was for. It's a visitor's entrance. Oh, I thought it was lost, but then it wasn't. Miracle of miracles. The thing about speedrunning this game is just that, like, a casual playthrough, I feel like, requires almost as much practice as a speedrun anyway, so... If I ever make it through it once, I'm gonna feel ready to start learning the speedrun on my second playthrough. I've already practiced so many of the jumps dozens, if not hundreds of times. So you're saying you're the jump king? I'm well on my way. Times are rough for all these guys up here. I know I've said it before, but having your eyelids fused closed? That's a bad day. I can jump into that, like, 3 pixel wide protrusion. I can do that blindfolded. The narrowest target in the entire game, and I can hit it with perfect precision. Thought you were playing Rain World for a second there, Pokemon says. I don't know that game. It was raining. You did see that correctly. It was raining for a moment. I think the rain is just aesthetic, though. I didn't notice it doing anything. No, I don't know it. I don't know that one. You know me, I never hear of anything. It's not very popular, but it's considered extremely unforgiving. The graphic style is very similar to this. Sounds like it's made for me then. I wonder if anyone's tried to do a demake of this onto the Atari 2600, because it seems like it would be shockingly easy. It wouldn't look like anything, but the gameplay could pretty much be perfectly intact, I would think. I wouldn't have to change the audio at all. I wouldn't have to change the sound effects, at least. Might lose a little bit of the music. Atari's not super strong on that. I have a feeling after you beat this game, you'll say, it was a pretty good run, but I think I'll do better next time. I think this game is a once in a life experience. I have a pretty strong feeling I'm not gonna be replaying this one. I may, you know, try to do alternate paths or DLC options or something like that. Like if there are other things to do in the game, I might go back for those, but I'm not gonna go back just to replay all the same stuff and try to get a better time or whatever. I can you don't have to worry about that one with this game. I do want to play Batman again. I was kind of thinking about doing a Saturday stream. Maybe streaming tomorrow afternoon for just like maybe 3 or 4 hours and just doing Batman, and you know, not a regular, you know, don't count it as a regular stream, no WiiWare or anything. Just as a little bonus, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make time for that. It's a nice idea, but I don't know. I wouldn't, if you have other plans, I wouldn't cancel them in hopes of making it to that stream. I would say that's pretty unlikely. You're predicting my stats when I hit the top? I mean, I've only had 44,000 jumps. And 5,000 falls so far. So, I guess the top is a long ways off. I just canceled my opera tickets tomorrow. You've got to stream now. Singing in the shower is fun and all, but when you get soap in your mouth, it becomes a soap opera, Pokemon says. The logic of that joke is a little silly, or I don't know, there's something about the word, the wording of it. The concept is solid, though. Dad jokes have no logic. Fair enough. I'm certainly not in a position to be picky with the way I construct my jokes. No! Oh, I think that's the first time I've missed that particular jump. Definitely not the first time I've made that particular fall, though. What do you call someone with no body and no nose? Nobody knows. I mean, if you have no body, is it not a given that you have no nose? This joke has been officially dissected by Frownie. It's kind of like when you hear the phrase, like, can't stop, won't stop. It's like, the won't stop is assumed under the can't stop. If you can't stop, the won't stop is a given. So it just, I don't understand the need to state both. New horror story idea. I have no nose and I must sneeze. Oh no, that's horrible. I mean, I've been there, right? I mean, I've never been without a nose, but functionally, if your nose is really stopped up, then it basically doesn't exist, and you have to sneeze, and like the pressure goes out your eardrums. It's the worst. Voldemort from Harry Potter. Hey, Cap Sid, welcome in. Does Voldemort have ears? Because, like, his nose is gone, so he can look more snake-like, right? But snakes don't have ears either, so shouldn't he also be earless? Hey, Dragon Repairman. Thank you for joining us. I've literally busted an eardrum from that, from the sneeze pressure. I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds awful. In the first movie, he didn't have ears, but in his final form, he did. In the first movie, he had a nose, though, right? I feel like the no nose thing was something they changed midway through the movies. They're not very consistent. Those films. They don't have a super consistent world design. Like, characters and props kind of change from movie to movie. I mean, it's not like as radical as like watching like the Batman films, like the old Batman series. But because like definitely a lot of stuff stays, the majority of stuff stays the same, but he did have a nose in the first one. Yeah, that's a good way to get people to stop playing Got Your Nose with you. Oh, no, that's exactly what I did last time. Ah, it's so costly. Uh, I go for about 1 more hour tonight, my friends. Now, 1 more hour to make it up to a new screen. See something. See another new thing. No, well then, hop to it. Well done, Zergman. messed that up, so very pleasantly surprised that it went real smoothly there. No, I have no influence on the falls. The wind might affect it some. I don't think steering to the left or right has any influence on it. Yeah, it's more like Castlevania rules than Mario rules. Yeah, the jumps. You have a lot more. You have a lot more subtlety to the power of your jump, but the you can't adjust. You can't make mid-air adjustments. Once you release the jump button, that's it. You're locked in to a committed arc. And when you fall, it's yeah, it's out of your control. I don't mind fixed jump arcs in games. Some people complain about them, but I'm all right. A lot of my favorite games, right? Like Ghosts and Goblins and Castlevania, pretty brutal with the sort of fixed jumping mechanics. But it's not really something that bothers me. Hey Claire, welcome in. We got here and immediately saw the fall. Claire did it. Oh. I don't know. I hardly think anyone on that side of the chat can be too much to blame for the foolishness that happens on screen. Thank you for joining us, though, Claire. Pleasure to have you here. I've been trying to edit my time tunnel playthrough down to a little highlight reel. I've got it down to 1 hour so far, but I can't decide how much more trimming it needs because so much of it is like I wanted to preserve a lot of the thought process for like piecing together the puzzles. So like I've got a lot of footage of like failed puzzle solutions still in the mix, and I don't know, there's an 8-minute stretch where I first accidentally discovered the pocket and then struggled to like piece together like what the thing inside the pocket was and how it works and what its purpose is. It's pretty dull, but I'm hesitant to cut any of it. And then you realize that Time Tunnel is a game with no highlights. I love Time Tunnel. That game is majestic. That's probably my game of the year. If it was anyone, it was me, Pokemon says, getting you talking about the intricacies of the Mario versus Castlevania jump arcs. I mean, I like the Mario style too. I'm fine. I'm fine either way. Like Castlevania with Mario jumps, like it's not designed for it. It would be bogus. It's game of the year every year. Someone call IGN. It's called Time Tunnel, but it's timeless. Oops. We're okay. Less okay. It's called that because after you've played it for 5,000 hours and past, you wonder where the time went. $9,999, still game of the year. That's one of those games. That's one of those games, Time Tunnel. Like, that game was an experience, and like it's not something that you recover from. That game is gonna live in my heart forever. It's like it's up there now with like Kirby's Dream Land 2. It's like one of those gaming experiences that I went through that's always gonna live with me. In the black hole at the end of time, only the gnome is left. With the in the time tunnel, figuring out what the daimyo means. I know, I was thinking about that, and the thing is, like, even if I had understood, even if I had thought, like like you said, the dev thought that daimyo meant snake, even if I had made that same error, I still don't know how long it would have taken for me to play the flute for the snake a second time. I just don't. I can't believe they recycled a puzzle solution like that. Like, when you use an item in one place for one purpose, that should be the only time. Like, I don't understand why they did it like that. They couldn't be bothered? They couldn't be bothered to put one more puzzle in the game? They just had to recycle one? Daimyo is a Japanese warlord. Yeah, I thought it had to do with like a, yeah, like a, I thought it was a Japanese word for like ruler or king or something. I don't know where I would have known that from. But yeah, so I had that piece of knowledge. But Claire said that apparently the rumor is, I guess, that the devs thought that the word daimyo was an archaic word that meant snake. I don't know is like its only meaning, or maybe an alternate meaning, or maybe a type of snake. And so that message was supposed to point you in the direction of the snake. But I don't know. Love games that tell you to throw the key away. That's a little fourth wall breaking, though, isn't it? The Resident Evil does that, right? There's no more use for this key. Would you like to throw it away? It's like, how does how does Jill know that? Has she played this game before? Oh, first try. Let's go. That was ridiculous. I don't know who that is. No, and I'll never find out. Oh no! Is that the babe, the headless statue? I was kind of thinking that. That might be. Except I don't think that's the top. I'm certain there's somewhere else we've got to get to. That would be a funny joke, though. That would be a great trick. I know that the babe at the top. It's got to be like every instinct in my body tells me that it's a joke. That there's some prank that's going to be pulled on me when I do get to the top 100,000 years from now. Yeah, thank you for that redaction there. I think it's the devs giving you a little bit of a gimme because of that super limited inventory to reuse the the keys. Yeah, I thought we were defending Time Tunnel. Yeah, a new NPC. I haven't seen that character before. Hopefully we make it back up there tonight. Claire says Daimyo actually means hot babe. Orochi means snake? I didn't know that. Daikatana means bad game. There's no more use for this key. Would you like to throw it away? And later on the game says, you don't have the key? You threw it away? What? I lied. Yeah, why would you ever believe me, the disembodied voice? Every zombie and monster you meet has been completely evil and determined to destroy you, and yet you believe the word of the ghost? You deserve to be soft-locked. No. Double no. I made it worse. I took a bad situation. I made it worse. Hey, Arkanoid Addict. Welcome to my nightmare. I appreciate you joining us tonight. Oh no. I need to get these cobwebs out of my brain. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've been well, my friend. Buffalo Hopscotch, welcome in as well. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing, I'm playing Jump King. That's how I'm doing. Things are good for me. I hope the same is true for you. I have very little to complain about. I've had a sort of a mild cold the past couple days, but that's the worst of my problems lately, so I'm doing pretty well. Take a sad song and make it worse. You see, it's falls like that where I can't safely say that my channel is still considered family-friendly, Pokemon says. There are times where I regret my decisions to try and not say what's on my mind. Hey, here comes another raid. Our good friend Angelus. Wow, you were playing Sweet Home tonight. Oh, I hope that went well for you. That's a game... I actually don't want to ask you too much about that game, because that's a game... That's another one that I kind of want to play myself, but... I do definitely hope you're having a good time with it. I'd have to filter through like 20 different things I want to say, and it would be like 30 seconds of mumbling. And then finally, oh gosh, diddly darn it. Oh, Jiminy Willikers. Sweet Home, that's on my list to do sometime too, Met says. Yeah. It's an NES game. You have to do it. It's never been localized for the West that I'm aware of officially. You have to do it through a fan translation. So I'm thinking like when I eventually get that NES flash cart, that'll be one of the earlier ones that we check out, I think. Ooze and I will never play this game because he would skip straight past the gosh diddly darn it. You know. I try my best to keep things sort of all ages appropriate around here. I don't actually tag the stream family friendly. at some point, you know, someday, if I stream long enough, you know, someday I'm gonna accidentally curse at some point. It can't be avoided forever. But I try my best not to. I've had, say the Z word, I dare you. I've had one person come in with a, screen name that was written so that the way, when you sounded it out, it was supposed to make you curse. And I didn't realize that, but I also blundered the pronunciation so badly that it didn't matter. And I don't even think I realized on my own that was the intent of the screen name. I think that might have been pointed out to me later. Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be everyone's favorite clip. There have been two instances, at least. Two that I remember with an asterisk by that. Not of curses, but you know, I don't really I try to avoid making suggestive humor as well. But there have been at least two instances where people have written comments in the chat that I didn't even realize were suggestive humor. Until after I'd read them out loud. I remember, I don't even remember what one of them was. I just remember it's happened more than once. But there was one that happened during our Yoshi Story playthrough, and I'm not gonna repeat it, but while playing Yoshi Story, someone said something, and they were making a suggestive joke, but I didn't get it. It went completely over my head, and I was like, I don't know, sometime later, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Those words have double meanings. We can guess what the joke was if it was Yoshi's Story. You probably got it. It's the joke everyone makes about it. That fall would have made me curse, Angela says. Enduring pain and disappointment without losing your composure is just leveling up your stoicism stat. we did a complete playthrough of Yoshi's Story, and it's a game I kind of regret not going back to it because Yoshi's Story is a weird game where it's it's a very easy game if you take it super casually, but it's one of those games that like has built into it like it's a game that can be as challenging as you want it to be in a way. It has a mechanic built into it, um, where if by choice you choose to play in a particular way, where basically you limit which collectibles you go after to a specific type, then you can make it a lot more challenging and interesting. And that's basically like the goal of the game is to collect fruit. But you could specialize in just collecting the melons, because when it comes to that particular fruit, you have to get 20 fruit per level. And there's a vast array of all kinds of fruit. You can get 20 of any number and complete a level. But there are only precisely 20 melons on every stage. And the number might be different. It might be 30 or something. I don't know. That's not important, though. There's a precise, finite number of melons on every stage. And so you can challenge yourself to a run of consuming only melons, and the game becomes drastically more difficult. And I intended to complete the game. I intended to do that challenge, but of the 16 levels in the game, I think there's 16. 20, something like that. Anyway, of all the levels in the game, I only did 2 of them. I think there are 24 levels, actually. I only did 2 of the levels, though. So, that challenge is something that, like, I regret not finishing that yet. People say Myst is a relaxing game, but I didn't feel relaxation doing the musical slide puzzle. That is gross. I hate slide puzzles. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. No, I didn't do that. I unlocked all the levels. I haven't done the 100% melon run. I want to do that. It's about as much fun as 100% runs of Wario Land 3. Well, I don't want to do them... I don't want to do it in story mode. I want to do it in time trial mode. Doing them in story mode is impossible, but in the time trial mode, where you can just do each level in isolation, I feel like it wouldn't be that terrible. I feel like that could be kind of fun. Too much relies on there's too many ways to ruin a run and lose hours of work in a story mode, especially if you're doing it blind. Even if you're not, a lot of the like mini games are hard to execute. You know, at least if you're inexperienced. Fortunately, I've got things like Jump King keeping me distracted from challenges like that, though. So I don't have to worry about that anytime soon. Oh, we're suddenly concerned about losing hours of progress now. You'll notice that consistency is not one of the stream tags. For some reason, I'm thinking about the Flintstones theme song. Probably something to do with the bedrock waiting at the bottom. When are we getting Frownie to play Minecraft? Yeah, blind Minecraft run. Try to defeat the dragon. I'm sure I'll do great at that. I know a little bit about that, so it wouldn't be truly blind. I don't really like. I couldn't tell you how to do it, but I know that it's complicated. I don't know. You've got to like go to another dimension and collect some eyeballs or something. I played a little bit of Minecraft. I played it a long time ago when it was still pretty minimal in its features compared to now. A lot of the stuff you can do in Minecraft now is just wild, just crazy, unheard of. It was much more basic when I played it, and I basically never did anything of value. Spent all my time collecting endless diamonds to fill up chests and never using them for anything. Yeah, they kind of are. They kind of are people. I think they are mostly people that like, yeah, basically they gave up, and they're just kind of sitting there forever now, wherever they. Like one guy was talking about how his skin has turned to stone, and who would you pick for the current Minecraft mob vote, knowing nothing about any of them between crab, armadillo, and penguin? Oh, penguin. I'd go with penguin. Penguins are delightful creatures. Everyone loves penguins. A crab makes a good enemy, because crabs are terrifying. That would be my second choice. I know that statue up there can't be the end of the game because I found another boot salesman and I'm nowhere near in position to buy those other boots, so There's got to be more to. There's got to be more to everything. Well, I'm halfway. I'm halfway to buying those other boots. Thank you for the lurk, Mitts. And if you're falling asleep, I hope you sleep well. Have a great weekend if I don't see you again, and hopefully our paths will cross again very soon. What do these new boots do? I don't know. I haven't been able to afford them yet. They look absolutely rad. All I know is they're big. The vendor said that they were that they're giant-sized boots. I'm imagining something like the Goomba shoe from Mario Brothers 3, where I just need to wear one of them. Hey, Claire, watch out for those spoilers now. You don't want to ruin my playthrough, do you? Got a bail too? Just toast off a minute there. Time to pack it in, Zergling says. Thank you, Zergling, for your company. I wish you some days of ease. Have a good weekend. Recover from all that skating, and hopefully I get to see you again very soon. That's what I call plausible deniability. I did think a little bit ahead of you. I did think a little bit ahead of you on that one there. We do cover guesses in our blind policy. Get out the magnifying glass to read that fine print. If one of our jokes is correct, I'll ban myself. Uh-oh. That guy there doesn't want to move. I mean, I really can't blame him for it, especially if he's been watching what's going on with me. Yeah, if this is all moving around gets you anyway, can't really blame him for just wanting to stay in the same spot for all eternity. It's not worth it. The journey to the top, it's not worth this. uh. Ooh, that was close. That jump right there is so tough. I can't believe they don't actually make you land on either of these little poles to get up to the next part. They've been so brutal about that in other areas. It's pretty shocking that those are meaningless. Yeah, they're yeah, didn't you come through earlier? Yeah. They're pretty good at cutting you right to the quick. The gnome in the ice dungeon is probably the harshest of them in this area. There is one guy who is just overwhelmingly pessimistic. He's in another area of the map. But like he is the most powerful roaster is a guy I haven't seen in a very long time. What was that? Oh my goodness. I think I'm done. I think I'm worn out for the night. I don't know. I really want to get up there. I really want to get up there to where that statue was. Like, that's where I want to leave off, but I feel like I'm wearing thin. My hope is my hopes are fading. Can you make a prescription lens that's one lens that goes across both eyes? Can you do it if the... First of all, can you do it? Second of all, can you do it if you have different sensitivities in each eye? Like you need a slightly different lens for each eye? Like, could you make a prescription motorcycle helmet? Right, so I could take my glasses off and I could put the helmet on, and the one visor is made in such a way that it covers, because I have different prescriptions for each of my lenses and my glasses. That covers each eye. I wonder if someone can do that. Even a giant prescription lens won't make this game look better, Frownie. I think this game, I think the look of this game is one of its strongest features. I think it's a beautiful game. I love the visuals of it. This is what this game has done to me, though. This is the kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that this game has me wondering about. In all the empty hours as I remake the same jumps over and over and over again. And fall and lose my hard-won progress over and over and over again. You know that because you've seen every screen 1,500 times. Soon to be 1,501. No, why? Why? I think I should have made that. Oh no, I've been 2 screens higher than that Tuesday. No, 3. I've been 3 screens higher than that. So that's not progress yet. I made real good progress tonight to be able to get up that high. Seeing 3 new screens in the same night is kind of unheard of, so even though I lost all the progress, it was really good when it is really cool that I've made some. My back is itching, but I can't reach it. Oh no. Maybe I could, but I have to move my arm around my back. I'd rather sit still. Just kick him in the back a few times with my giant ice skates. Pretty sure that could end up being lethal. So this is my PB. This is as high as I've been. And it's so easy to just lose everything. It is designed to send you so far back. That jump is trash. I love it. I was gonna say GG, but you fell too fast. I was thinking I could use a trash emote. Could probably use a jank emote too, but I don't really have good design concepts for either right now. Excuse me. Goodness. I haven't thought of what I'd like them to look like. I floated the idea out there to Jelly though about maybe drawing some if I come up with anything. Yeah, just a frown. There's a trash can with a Frownie logo. I was thinking something kind of Oscar the Grouch like, with Frownie like hanging out inside of a trash can. Maybe a trash can with some Frownie shaped holes in the side. And like some kind of like sludge oozing out. That might be good. Be kind of small, so like the detail probably wouldn't read properly, but could be a concept to. If not that, then maybe, you know, for the icon up there. Maybe if it wouldn't work as an emote, maybe it'd still be good for an art. Ours is just a Pokemon because we got one named Trash Man once, so that made it easy. No. Oh, that is the worst. No, I was charging that too much. Oh. that was a bad jump. Oh no, and that put me down here next to this really difficult jump. Which I failed. Because of course I did. Oh my goodness. It's very late and my brain is mushy. These are not ideal jumping conditions. No. Missing jumps up here hurts so badly. Look at how far it sends me down. Who can enjoy this game? thought this was gonna happen. I cannot believe you said that. I cannot believe you said that, Claire. The music here sounds like something that we playing while Charlie Brown goes to the brick wall to be depressed. I wanted to comment on Charlie Brown's Christmas. It sounds like some of the music from the Charlie Brown Christmas. I didn't say anything, but I've thought it 3 or 4 times now. And I just didn't think the music hung around long enough that anyone else was gonna hear it, so I didn't bother. That's unbelievable. That's what you were thinking too. Do 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 do. Oh, it's perfect. When I was in high school, we my theater class did a production of Charlie Brown's Christmas, and I had the starring role of Charlie Brown in the play. That was good fun. I remember this area. I knew we'd see it again, because that's how Jump King is. You see every area again. That's right. You never have to feel sad whenever you leave an area in Jump King, because you will return there. No goodbyes last forever in Jump King. Would you say the role prepared you adequately for Jump King? Yeah. Yeah, this feels pretty much exactly like not receiving any Christmas cards in the mail. Wait, oh no. My Christmas card from the babe got lost in the mail. Thought you were gonna tell me the one that I sent out got marked return to sender. Use my boots to break the chain on the bird's cage, send him plummeting to his doom. Quite the revenge. Oh, I am broken. The babe learned to build a jetpack and left. I'm going completely the wrong way. Someday I'll have to watch a video explaining all the deep and intricate Jump King lore. There's something really odd going on in this world of imprisoned birds in an ice dungeon. All these messages to read. Thought I messed up that jump. I know we've sailed into overtime. I do feel the weight of the clock. If I'm gonna leave off, I would just prefer to do it in a more comfortable location, though. So I don't think I'm gonna be making it up to that statue tonight. as much as I really want to. No! Oh my goodness. I just can't do it. I can't do anything. Well, at least I undershot that time instead of overshooting. Alright, my friends, you know what? I think that, I think it's probably just time to call it a night. Can I... I am trying to intentionally fall down here, and I just can't do it. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna leave off down here. This gives me, it's not a great place to be in, but it'll give me some area to warm up when we play this next. I think we'll call it a night. We did make new heights. I shouldn't be too sad. We saw... I think we saw 3 new screens. Maybe 4? At least 3 of them were new. 4 of them might have been new. It's hard to tell, because sometimes everything looks the same in some areas. I'm waiting for the stream where you say you're not ending the stream until you complete it. 48 hours, let's go. I don't think you have to worry too much about that. I have confidence you'll get to the statue next time. I mean, you beat Battletoads. This will fall as well. Thank you, Angelus. I definitely appreciate the vote of confidence. 48-hour stream almost happened with Time Tunnel. If only I could have been so lucky to play that game for so long. Time Tunnel, top 3 games of all time. Alright, my friends, let's send us over to Sarkonia. Sark is working on Resident Evil 2 achievement hunting. Not a strictly family-friendly stream, mild heads up, but Sark has a great retro stream. Does all kinds of takes on all kinds of challenges with that achievement hunting. So if you come along, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a good time, my friends. Thank you for being here with me. I've had a good time, thanks to being lucky enough to have your fine company, my friends. If I don't see you, have a wonderful weekend. There's a slim chance I might try to do a short stream tomorrow afternoon, but I don't think I'm probably realistically not gonna have the time for it. So look for me Sunday night, Monday night at the latest. Next week, we're going to continue our WiiWare Marathon. I think we're playing Ghost Slayer next. No idea what it is. We'll be doing more Tears of the Kingdom next week, more Jump King, and we need to start something new, something retro, something 8 or 16-bit. Either start something new or go back to something I've forgotten to finish. So keep a lookout for that too. But be well, my friends. Hopefully I get to see you again real soon. We're all out of stuff to do for tonight, though. It's time for us to head out. Let's go on an adventure.